I'm Helen, welcome to my channel. I am a real life, honest to goodness hair loss sufferer, and I wanted to react to this video by this huge channel called 5 Minute Crafts Girly. They have almost 20 million subscribers. I'm pretty sure who they cater to is mostly girls in this case, in the sort of 10 to 14 year age range is what I'm guessing. I'm getting major JoJo Siwa type vibes and maybe a little older. And I'm pretty sure that no one takes these too seriously. They just kind of watch them and it's just something kind of chill that they can just look at. I'm pretty sure that it appeals to people of all different nationalities because there's no voiceover in this one. It's just video after video after like clip after clip after clip about how to deal with supposedly thin hair and hair growth. And let me tell you, I just thought I would get my eyes on this and give you guys a reaction to this. Yeah, let's just play it because I think there's just, what's the point of me talking about it? Let's just see what's going on in this video. Okay, first off, you guys can't see this because it's off screen, but this video has almost 4 million views and it was released in May 2020. As I'm recording this, this is almost December 2020, so a lot of people have watched this. Okay, 5 Minute Crafts Girly, what have we got here? Yes, all the things that may appeal to someone who is approximately 13 years of age. Makeup brushes, yarn, tape. Oh, okay, so it's crafts, right, girly? I have no idea what hair hacks have to do with crafts, but let's see, shall we? This is gonna be crazy for me to try and edit because I don't wanna get a copyright strike, but I shall try my best. Okey-doke, here we go. Play. First off, that girl does not have thin hair to begin with. You could see her part line was nice and tight. So she's not a hair loss sufferer, but anyway, let's see what she's got there. Okay, food processor, a banana, some other stuff. Looks like what, yogurt and aloe vera or something. So now she is sticking a vitamin E capsule in there, adding this all in, blending it up. Okay, so I'm thinking she's gonna do a mask. Let's see. She's pouring it into a bowl. I have no idea what this is. What? Ew, that looks disgusting. Probably smells pretty good though because of the banana. Oh, she's putting it right into her hairline. Yeah, so a hair mask like this with banana in it is gonna do absolutely nothing for thin hair and for hair growth. It might moisturize your hair maybe a little bit due to the vitamin E. Probably they put a banana in there because this is just meant to be accessible for young girls and what is very commonly in most kitchens, bananas. Cheap, readily available, and mom's probably not gonna notice if you take one to put it in the food processor to use it for a hair mask. This will do nothing though for actual thin hair and hair growth. Sometimes she's blowing out her hair and no. That was extremely misleading. Your hair does not get thicker when you put banana and vitamin E in your hair. Completely misleading. Okay, again with the banana. Okay, oil. And into the hair itself, she's just coating her hair and just putting it up to let it seep in. So that's not gonna do anything for thin hair or hair growth either. It may moisturize your hair a little bit, but here's the thing, if you really want to make your hair strands fluffier, the way to go about it really is not by adding a homemade conditioner. You certainly can. It actually may weigh down your hair instead, especially if it has oil in it. The way to go about this is to buy a shampoo that is meant for thickening or volumizing. What those tend to do is they cleanse the scalp and the hair really well, and they kind of fluff up the cuticle, and that gives you fluffier, thicker looking hair, but it is quite drying. So what she's done there with this leave-in homemade thing will do nothing for thin hair, and it will do even less for hair growth. These masks are bogus. Like, there's nothing about a hair mask that's gonna fix your hair, your thin hair and hair growth. If it were that easy, literally every guy who was losing his hair would just put a hair mask on, made of bananas and oil, and he would grow all his hair back and there would be no bald guys, am I right? But it could make your hair nicer, so there is that. Okay, aloe vera. So this person has got themselves a piece of aloe vera leaf. They're scoring it up here. Please be careful if you do this at home, if you're using a knife. Okay, goopy aloe vera. She's just running it through her strands. Nothing going on here that a good conditioner wouldn't also achieve. Aloe vera is not really known to thicken hair. Let me close that ad. Okay, our little blonde friend here is waking up. Let's see. Her hair is already very thick. She's cutting the aloe vera. Okay, this is just to take on something we've just seen. Oh, she's making a mask too. Well, what's with these masks? Do not waste. Avocados are expensive. Do not waste them. Like this in a hair mask if you're trying to target thin hair or hair growth. They will do nothing. Yogurt, I guess. Who even knows? What's with all the hair masks? I read that these are just recycled tips and this video is just a bunch of tips from other videos, so that's alarming. These are so ridiculous. Onwards. Onwards. Okay, she's putting this in her hair. Yeah, no. Okay, I'm gonna skip this one because none of that's gonna, like, a mask's not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna harp on that. What's she got here? I don't know what that is. What is that? Shampoo? Hair dye. Purple. Oh, she's putting a purple, like, toner in her hair. I have no idea what that has to do with thin hair and hair growth. It has nothing to do with those things, I guess. Okay, her hair looks nice. It's toned to a silvery kind of color. Again, absolutely ridiculous. This has nothing to do with thin hair and hair growth. Oh my gosh, what is this now? Okay. She's gonna twist her hair. Why is she twisting her hair? What's this got to do with thin hair? Oh, she's made little pin curls, but oh, okay, okay. For all that bother, why not just go through the hair with the curling iron? This looks like a mess. There's straight pieces, there's curled pieces, like what? Her bangs are all going in different everything's going in a different direction. Don't do that. But there is some sort of truth to this in that if you curl your hair, it does tend to look thicker. So I will say that is true. This looks terrible though, don't do that. Okay, no. Okay, this is a ponytail. This person has a normal density ponytail. This is not a thick or a thin ponytail. She's wrapping up a little bit of extra hair around it. So this is just a way to secure your ponytail to make it look cute. That had absolutely nothing to do with thin hair or hair growth. They're just putting it in there for the sake of putting it in there. What is this channel? This woman has a ton of hair. If you have thin hair, you'll know that small ponytail, that half ponytail tie-up is more than you already have in your whole head. So that's messed up. Okay, if you have thin hair, you don't have enough hair to do this. This is ridiculous. Also, if you have thin hair, if you're wearing this hairstyle, you're very likely going to have your sides will be showing, just the sides of your hair here when you do a tight ponytail. This tends to be visible and it's not in this person, so they should maybe, if they're gonna do this, use a model with actual thin hair or just pick a different clip. But I know what they're doing here. They're just like making a monster compilation of clips that they think could possibly just be appealing together, but has absolutely nothing to do with the title. And that's fine, but what alarms me is that by the time you see this, 4 million people will have watched this video and possibly think that some of these things work, especially those hair masks that we just saw. Now that I've just interrupted this video, I would just like to say, if you're enjoying this, please do feel free to like and to subscribe. I test actual products that are for hair loss and for thinning hair, and you can see some of them behind me up here on the shelf. I do test these on the channel, like real shampoos and things like that. I use Rogaine medication. You can see me use that here on the channel. So if you do genuinely suffer from thin hair or you want to learn about hair growth, consider subscribing. Okay. Onwards. This woman has a hell of a lot of hair. She's got a beautiful thick head of hair. She doesn't need any help. Okay, I think we're getting another hair curling trick, and we are using straws here. So I get that these can be fun to do. You know, oh, she's gonna secure each one with an elastic band, but that's so wasteful. Don't use straws for that. Like, just use your fingers, use a bobby pin, even use that foil that we saw before. Actually, maybe don't use that foil because that has to be thrown out. This is so silly. Like, what a bad use of like resources. Do not sleep with straws in your hair. That's really uncomfortable. This is a no for me. Okay, so she's gonna take them out now and she's gonna have beautiful ringlet curls. Yes, ringlet curls will, again, hide your hair loss to a certain extent and will make your hair look thicker. Curly hair almost always looks thicker, it has more volume, right? Instead of having very straight hair, it's volumized and puffed outwards, so therefore it looks thicker. So yeah, I guess that I'll give it to them. Yes, that is sort of a hack, kind of. I could do without the straws though. Okay, so what do we got? Oh, she's got flyaways. Oh, she's gonna spray a spoolie and she's gonna push them up. Again, nothing to do with thin hair or hair growth, absolutely nothing. But I will say one thing about that technique is, yes, you can use a spoolie, you can also use a hairbrush if you have flyaways, but again, that will do nothing for hair growth. Okay, here we go again. Another very suspect solution for thin hair and hair growth. What do we got here? We've got a gal with a ton of hair. She's gonna put it through this contraption and make some sort of a bun is what I'm guessing. Yes, so she's pulling this out. She has very long hair and they're gonna roll it and clip it. Am I right? Let's see. Yes, they're rolling They're clipping it. She's not doing it herself. Someone's doing it for her. I mean, yeah, that'll work. But if you have thin hair, what's going to happen is that it's not going to fill out that device and you're just going to see tons of it. Like, it's so ridiculous. You need to have super thick hair. Again, nothing to do with thin hair and hair growth. Okay, so, blow drying her hair is hard. So she's going to make this contraption here with an old pop bottle. And she's going to blow her hair inside this tunnel. Don't do that. If you cut your thing to look like this, chances are very, very high. The thing that will happen is you cut your hands trying to cut off the bottom of this Coke bottle or cutting a slit in it to it that fits your diffuser and your hair dryer. Don't do this. This is hazardous. This is what this is, and it's stupid. It really is. Would it make your hair look thicker? Well, maybe, but you know, a brush is gonna do pretty much the same thing, or just take the diffuser off. I don't know. This is so silly. Like, I'm actually kind of almost getting angry at these because they're so dumb. Okay, what's this all about? Okay, so she has a lot of hair. So we can see she doesn't have any visible bald spots. If you had a lot of visible bald spots, this would not be a good look. See how she's pulling her hair into ponytails here? If you had a lot of thinning, this would not look good. In fact, don't do this if you have thin hair or you're trying to deal with hair growth, because first of all, those tiny elastics near your hairline may pull out hair. You don't want that. And your hair will not look like this if you have thin hair. She has quite a bit of hair. You will not have enough hair to make this style. This is just a kooky hairstyle. It's almost medieval looking or something like that, isn't it? That will look terrible if you have thin hair. Just warning you now. And you'll yank out the hair that you do have, so don't do it. Okay, she's taking her top off. Okay. Oh, she's gonna dry her hair in this. Okay. Okay. Is this a look? Or no, she's blow drying her hair inside of her top. That has, again, nothing to do with thin hair or hair growth. If you had curly hair, maybe you might want to do that to preserve the curls and use it almost like a diffuser, so it could work in that way, but I don't know. Sorry about these ads that keep popping up. I'll pop them down. What's this? I don't know. What's this? Okay, she's got thick hair. She's already got thick hair. She's sticking a bobby pin inside her braid. Wait, that was the whole thing? Just stick your bobby pin inside your braid to keep it there? No comment. Okay, more braids. Oh gosh, these are just so bad. They're so bad. This is so bad. Okay, push your hair up for a different look. This is just a hairstyle. This is so silly. I don't know. What are we doing here? They're really wasting people's time, huh? Like, they just shameless. Like 11 minutes of clips of just any garbage that they can just slap together. Okay, I already know, because you can't use a donut like this if you have thin hair. If your hair is too thin, you will not have enough to cover this hair donut thing. What's she doing? Okay. Your hair, you will not have enough hair also to cover up these ties, so they will pop through. They will be visible. So this is a no. Don't do this. The number one problem actually will not be the bun, it will be these sides here where all your hair, your scalp will be visible. So again, no. The only good thing I've had to say is about the curly hairstyles so far. Those actually can make your hair look a bit thicker than they are. Not a single thing I've seen for hair growth, not one yet. In fact, most of these are actually bad for hair growth because they tug on your hair. You know what does work for hair growth though? Seeing a doctor about it. If you think that you're struggling with hair loss, definitely go and see a specialist. The more options you have the earlier on, the better things will be. You know, a lot of treatments are just work a lot better when you have more hair, and by the time you've lost a lot of hair, they don't work quite as well, depending on the condition. Of course, I'm not a doctor here. I am just someone who's suffered from hair loss for years, grown most of it back. As you can see, I had some serious bald spots, filled those in. My hair's still much thinner than it was before, but in general, my hair is looking pretty good, and I did not do any of these things to achieve it. Again, this is a hairstyle for someone with a lot of hair. If you have thin hair, this is not gonna look good. Plain and simple. You will not have enough hair to make these look nice and full. Anybody with thin hair will tell you their hair is equal to maybe one of these sections, right? That is what it is to have thin hair. That will not look good if you have thin hair. It will be very flat. It won't look good. What's she up to? What? What did I just, she just snipped off her hair. Oh my gosh, okay. Okay, that was disturbing. Trendy hair hacks, okay. What did I just see? I'm still traumatized by her just cutting a strip of her hair off. was that an extension or is she gonna do a shorter hairstyle now? I feel like she's gonna cut all her hair now. Okay. Oh no, she's not. I have no idea. This has got me all the way twisted. I don't know what's going on in this video. Okay. Again, nothing to do with thin hair and hair growth, but that is a cute look. That might actually work if you had thin hair and it was long. Okay, here we go. Anytime you see somebody sectioning a lot of their hair, it's not gonna be a good look. And tying it up, that's not gonna be working well for someone with thin hair. Okay, what is she doing? Are we doing space buns? I feel like we're doing space buns. We're doing space buns. Okay, she has a lot of hair. Yeah, I mean, you can maybe do space buns if you have thin hair. Maybe. What's this now? These are so silly. They're getting even worse. As time is going on, they're actually getting worse. I have no idea. Okay, she just twisted her hair in a chignon kind of style. Again with the ponytail. What are we doing here? Pushing the ponytail through. Okay. I mean, that might work if you have thin hair and it's very long. Again. This is so... Okay, so she's doing a twist. This won't work if you have thin hair. Again, you won't have enough to make it look full. It will look very flat and thin and close to your scalp, which will not look nice. So she has a bit of medium density hair. She doesn't have the thickest hair and she doesn't seem to have the thinnest hair, but it is straightened, so it could actually be thicker. Again, straight hair tends to look thinner. Okay, so she's looped it all. She's gonna show us how to make this into a loop. Don't do this if you have really thin hair. You don't need all this, and you need to use a thinner hairband if you have thin hair, not a thick one like this. Again, you will not have enough hair to cover this. Oh my gosh, I feel like, I'm so sorry, I feel like a broken record, but these really, they suck. They're really crappy. Okay, so she's showing that it's holding it really good in place. Great, nothing to do with thin hair though. She has a lot of hair. Banana clip type of thing, or whatever those are called. Claw clip, that's what those are called. Wrapping this around a claw clip for a messy bun look. Am I right? Am I gonna be right? Yes, again, if you have thin hair, you will not have enough hair for this look. I know that I don't. It would look too thin and scraggly. Extensions. Okay, now here we go. Now maybe we're onto something. This actually could be a thin hair hack. What? What's with this girl on these? She's very scissor happy. Very, very scissor happy. She's faking bangs by trimming extensions and putting this hairband over it. That did not look good. I don't even know what to say. What a waste of an extension band. That was not a good look. Okay, I'm sitting here in shock because of these. Bottom line, literally none of these work. Not a single one is targeted toward hair growth except those masks, which actually don't do anything for hair growth. They might make your hair feel or look good for like one day, but it will not make hair come out of your actual scalp. It just treats the hair that's already grown out of your head. Understand that hair is kind of like rope. Once it's come out of your head and it's sort of down around here, you can keep it moisturized and whatever, but nothing that you're gonna do here is gonna affect what happens up at your scalp. So keep that in mind. The curly hair tips, sure, I mean, those could work. Those are some interesting ways to, I guess, curl your hair. You could also just use a curling iron or like foam rollers, which would be gentle on your hair and would not need any heat. I mean, not a single one of these was good. I don't know what to say. I have no idea why almost 4 million people have watched this. A lot of the comments seem to be young people. I don't know. I don't know. But I do hope that you enjoyed watching this. Kind of a hot mess, kind of a hot mess express of a video, but here we are. So bottom line, don't do any of these. Do not do any of these if you actually have thin hair or hair growth, except maybe curl your hair, but save the straws for your drinks if you really, really must have them, and maybe save on that tin foil and just use the actual hair straightener to do some hair straightener curls, which are easy to do. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up there. I hope that this was fun. This is not my usual type of video, but it's fun sometimes to just react to other stuff that's out there by other creators. Kind of a disappointment. Kind of not gonna be watching anything else from 5 Minute Crafts because that was just a gong show. All right, everybody, thanks so much for spending your time here with me, and we will see you soon.